Good morning. Good morning to all the listeners on 91.9 FM. Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to those who are now heading to work. Good morning to those who are already in work. It have the early birds. I join in all in that category as well. Right? Good morning to those who have taken advantage of a new day and given praise to the Almighty Creator early this morning. You know how important that is, right? So we give praise, we give thanks, and we start our day the right way with that love. We thank God for every condition, for everything and every time period that we're going through. And we ask Him for that strength and that resilience to succeed, to overcome whatever challenges also we may have. Alright, so blessed morning to everyone. Blessings right around. This is Voices of the Street. We are here Monday to Thursday from 6 to 8 a.m. And for those who are listening and tuning in constantly, all you know the program, we discuss current events, we discuss the issues facing Trinidad and Tobago. We go even a little bit deeper, not like some of the other programs that may exist. We even go a little deeper to try to understand the historical perspective, our society and how we live, so that we can engineer a better way. There is a solution-minded at the end of our discourse and our discussions. We try to come to a point where we understand the now, where we understand the past, so we can chart a proper course for our future, for our children's futures, for the collective future of our blessed country of Trinidad and Tobago. Right? We can't ever understate how blessed Trinidad and Tobago is. I think that's one of the major aspects of what we do here today. We acknowledge the truth, right? We always acknowledge the truth, and the truth is that we have an extremely blessed nation. What the challenge is that even in a blessing, there is a challenge there as well. I don't want to say sometimes the greatest blessing is also your curse. I don't like that word, a little heavy now, trying to avoid it. But that blessing, right, comes with challenges. If you have a blessing of wealth, then that wealth also becomes a test or a challenge to you as well. You have the propensity to become lazy. You have the propensity to become greedy. You have the propensity to become bad attitude, feel entitlement, all sorts of things. And you really have to keep your head on. You have to keep your head focused. And as a people, Trinbagonians are extremely understanding. You know, I said it here before, but I think out of the watchwords that we have, discipline, production, and tolerance, I think tolerance is one that we embody. But what we do is we we tolerate things that we should not really tolerate. And therefore we take a positive and we apply it to our lives in somewhat of a negative way. So we tolerate a lot of nonsense in Trinidad and Tobago. We tolerate collectively a lot of nonsense in Trinidad and Tobago. We could work on the other two, discipline and production. We could work on them other two. Not in some realms. When it comes to music and culture, I think we overproducing. But we could work on the quality of the production as well. There are some outstanding people and music and arts in our space as well. But we could work on it a little bit more. But we also have to appreciate what is positive and good as well. We have to be able to discern what is of value to us and treasure what is of value. And then we have to understand what is just, maybe bush. I wouldn't say trash. Some of it maybe is trash, and put it into proper context. You could laugh about it, you could smile about it, maybe you could, but understand, don't let that permeate into your constant thinking and your constant culture. Right? We have to be extremely mindful. Production. I have been in contact with a number of young people over the past few days, and I realize is a positive trend. What is positive is that they are involved in the production of food. They are farming. They are involved in agriculture. And it makes me happy and extremely hopeful, because our true riches, don't get me wrong, we intelligent enough, we know the importance of our non-renewable resources, the oil, the gas, the pitch lake. Some might contend if that's renewable or not. I think it's non-renewable. But we know the value of it, and we know the importance of it to our society as well. But this somewhat renewable resource of agriculture, arable land, water that is able to produce with the combination of arable land, tremendous blessing. That's a tremendous blessing for Trinidad and Tobago. And we need to be disciplined and produce more in that field. We need to be disciplined and we need to produce more in that field. So, it was even extremely pleasing to hear the ADB, Agriculture Development Bank, supporting some of these farmers. It was extremely pleasing to hear a young man who he registered, he has his farmer's badge and stuff as well. And he is embarking upon another crop. He's done it before. Just some little stumbling stones sometime anyway. And people looking for assistance in a more challenging than normal time. Right? Because sometimes life happens, certain challenges happen to us. And I don't want to dash the hopes of these individuals. I don't want them to keep turning to this here, there, and not be assisted or helped so that they can continue. So you have to I try to decipher properly the processes that they have gone through, and the merit of what they're speaking about, and then try to help however I can. But there is a consistent trend of young people looking for that assistance to step themselves forward, to move forward in a productive, positive way. Right? There's a consistent trend. And I want to state that I think the vast majority of young people in Trinidad and Tobago want to step forward in a productive, positive way. And even those who at this point in time might think they don't want to, they just need a little rehabilitation. They just need a little rehabilitation of the mind, because the minds of some of our youth, you know, are impacted circumstances. So what one of the callers yesterday said to me, you know, it still resonates, not in a negative way, but I really feel sad that some of our parents, you know, I think some of them might be parents as well, look to their children, because all of the children of Trinidad and Tobago, we could consider our children, look to their children the way they look to their children. And I even came across this week on social media the picture of the young man who was killed in Port of Spain. Still, I don't get the circumstances properly of what transpired, right? I don't get it 100% yet. Still trying to figure out what exactly went on there, because I think there are conflicting reports. But the young man is dead. He's not alive, and he was killed. And his picture was posted online, just a passport photo. And what stood out to me was the comments of Trinbagonians, right? And not so much in a negative way. You know, there are usually a lot of negative statements to be made. But sometimes, very early on, someone sensible makes a statement and then people follow on. You know, we have a lot of followers in Trinidad and Tobago as well. You have to be careful what you're following. I mean, even myself, is nothing negative to say you follow. I follow as well, you know. I follow certain things. I follow the teachings of, you know, the Almighty Creator. I follow, you know, the teachings of those people who have exemplified themselves in a positive manner in impacting humanity, you know, to a large extent. So nothing is wrong per se with following, but sometimes people are very, very fickle in the way that they just follow. And I saw people following something that was actually, you know, I was heartened by it. So someone commented, you know, with empathy, you know, way boy, you know, I could see on this young man's face the pressure, you know, the challenges of life, like the things that he has gone through, right? So he had a number of, you know, abrasions on his face. It looked as though maybe, I don't know what it is, but spotted to a certain extent, maybe it's some mosquito bite, maybe it's from pox, something over time that didn't heal properly or whatever. You know, his face bears scars. You know, his face bears a bit of difficulty in life. You know, if you could read so much from a, you know, from a face, you know, you could read a face sometimes. You say, "For I need some more sleep," right, or something like that, or you know, you need to drink some more water, you know, or things tough. You ain't having, you know, those constant meals, etc., or whatever. But, you know, someone took the time and had the empathy to look at this young man's face and, you know, outline that, yeah, boy, he really been through some difficult times, boy. And I'm sure that me and all of the others who listening, you know, we don't know the half of it. For matter of fact, we don't know the whole of it. We don't have a clue. We don't know the half of what young men and women, young children going through out here on these streets, because some of them literally live on the street. There are people who live in Port of Spain, right? They might have some little place they go to at some point in time, you know, not the totally homeless or whatever, to bathe or whatever, but the majority of their lives is spent on the street. You know, beyond just the block. Some people is on the block. Some people, you know, we don't appreciate the circumstances wherever they are. It's not a comfortable environment. I'm putting it in good language. Maybe they're in somebody's apartment or somewhere that's so small they can't change their mind, that they're not really 100% welcome. And the space is not comfortable. There's anger, there's, you know, there's nothing there maybe as well. There's nothing there. Sometimes there's just violence and frustration there. And therefore, they find themselves just out, because out is a better place. Where going? You know, anywhere but not staying here. And, you know, at least people followed on that thread with a little bit of empathy, with a little bit of care. And I felt as though, wait now, you know, we still have our heart, man. We still have our heart. We still have our heart. And mommy used to say, and our old people used to say, if you have nothing good to say, don't say nothing. And I know we were taught that on the passing of someone, if you don't have nothing good to say, hush your mouth. You know, Basio Pandey would have exemplified that when he said, you know, he don't have any comment to make on the passing of another popular Trinbagonian politician who know the old history of the politics, know the old history of the politics as well. Because we as a people are dignified in that way. We have some kind of something about we. Yeah, Trinbagonians? Or do we have something about we? You know, we had, and I hope we can find it back, some kind of class and quality about ourselves. You know, we come from a place where we parents, old school, give it a little bit of a training. And it breaking down. It breaking down where we had that love still, even in the most terrible circumstances. Boy, yeah, okay, the youth, whatever, but we ain't going even, he done dead already. We ain't going and put upon that more good riddance, them pests, this, that, nasty statements, whatever. The youth done dead already. But it's like, it's not just the young men dead, you know. It's like the heart of Trinidad and Tobago, the spirit and the soul of our people, some of them, like that dead too. Like that wicked tuna. And it's sad. It's sad that people encourage us to follow a trend of heartlessness. So they try to trend a certain type of thought pattern. Because some people don't want to take responsibility for their failings in the society. They blame the youth. They blame them. They go even beyond blaming them, you know. They justify their death and their destruction. They justify it. They say that they deserve it. And they say that they know good, and that is the best solution. The best solution that they can come up with in a society like this, with resources, with intelligence, with ability. The best solution that they could come up with is get rid of them. And now, I will never reach to that point, that extent, where I could even offer that as a solution to what is going on. God forbid. This is where you bring God in. Not like the other day a caller say, thank God they kill whoever, whatever. No way. This is where you bring God in. You bring God into, by God, I will never reach that extent that I encourage. That my heart becomes so hard. That is what I perpetuate through our society, that is what I push throughout the society. And that don't have nothing to do with condoning or encouraging crime. I'm not encouraging and I'm not condoning that foolish statement that someone tried to advance. Absolutely not. You're not listening? For a matter of fact, I know you're not listening. What you're doing is you stuck in one little space, and you think that because Fuad is speaking certain truths and it might fall in whoever garden, that you trying to defend and you trying to defame my character and make disparaging remarks against me. Yeah, I'm contemplating legal action against you. First, you went far. How you could ever state? How could you ever state that pointing out the ills in our society so that we could correct our society is encouraging crime? For a matter of fact, the crimes that are perpetuated by those individuals in society who you defending, you encouraging their crimes. That's what you're doing. You're making excuses for their crimes. So, I was pleased, and somebody online saying, you know, they saw the young man's eyes told a story. And if you look at some of the young people who get involved, if you even have the time, because we don't have the time and we don't really care, but we want to talk, right? We want to talk on them. But you're taking the time, to understand what they went through. Is there an approach? Okay, we hear the story of the crime that they committed. Is there research into why they reached to that point? Is there research into why did they reach there? What are the combination of circumstances that drive a young man to that mistake, to that wrongdoing? Young man or young woman? Nah, that's too complicated, right? Or we don't have time for that. Quick. Bam, bam, bam. I don't even want to quote what the other foolish one before used to say, one shot, one wherever. Just foolishness. Hard-heartedness. And again, our elders, our older people, I don't know where they are. Maybe they're not so vocal. Empty vessels make the most noise. And I do interact with some wonderful elders as well. You don't fight fire with fire. You don't fight fire with fire. You can tax yourself into prosperity. As a big quote here, quoting Mr. Column would have repeated that, but it is a quote from others as well, economics. You don't fight fire with fire. Where the 100 million that was promised in urban communities, in particular in response to what was taking place in Laventille, East Port of Spain, to try to ameliorate the situation of crime or whatever. Where are the interventions? I was listening to a cognitive approach, a mental approach towards the youth and the human being. And there is the scientist, neurologist, brain specialist who is analyzing young people. And what he would analyze in these very young men and women with sometimes troubling issues was the function of their brain. So he would attach, the science is so advanced that they can reach to that extent. They attach this machine to check and they scan as well to see your brain's function. And what he would have found is that for some individuals, for some human beings, all of us are human beings, right? Wonderful, extremely blessed creatures that God has put on the face of the earth, right? What he was able to realize is that certain parts of these people, these young children, their brains were not operational properly. Sometimes it's because of deficiencies, deficiencies in nutrition, deficiencies in nutrients. So he would apply what is necessary to the individual's diet to improve the health of that child's brain. Well, I could tell all you, and this is just me researching, thinking as a citizen, a human being who loves and cares about other human beings, who cares and is concerned about children and young men and young women who are growing up in a society with not enough care. And he was able to administer certain nutritious food, right? Certain nutrition which was able to fix the problems that these young people had in their literal mind, their brain, their physical brain. And that translated into improved behavioral patterns, improved understanding, improved even ability to learn and other things. Now, that is too much, and that's too much for us to understand in Trinidad and Tobago, that a hungry man, for example, is a little bit further than that, the science, right? But a hungry man is an angry man. A malnourished young child, young man, a diseased brain, who from a young age is abusing marijuana, tobacco, whatever, alcohol, these things that literally destroy your physical brain, right? Young people who are inflicted by that, how do you think their mind and their brain operating normal? My father, may God bless him profusely, forgive him his sins, and give him the best and most excellent home. He used to teach us that if someone is deprived of water for a very long period of time, their mind begins to malfunction on them, you know. You will see things that do not exist. You will see a mirage of water there. You will see that shop that them fellas say that we rob. You will see that as, you know, wow, sustenance. You will see that as a viable option, you know. Your mind will start to play tricks on you. But that's too much. That's too much for us in this society. It's too much for us in this society to go down to the issues that are underlying. It's too much to feed the children, you know, who are not fed. Positives as well. You know, grateful. It is extremely positive that in Trinidad and Tobago, our government has still kept this school feeding program of nutrition for people going to school, you know, so that children really benefit from having meals every day, right? For the most part, those children that are of school years that are in school, they have meals every day. Tremendous, excellent, you know. Imagine there was a point in time where that was cut back, but at least that is not taking place now, and that is of benefit. As nutritious as possible, we could make it as fun as we could make food, right? I don't want to take it too far into how we should try to live, all right? Because we keeping ourselves backward in this society in many ways. But that school feeding, let me tell you something, school feeding saves lives in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? Literally. And as the cost of living increases, as it has increased over the past, few years, it is becoming more and more essential. Why are we not feeding the children of our nation? Why in the breaks that we have, we don't put an emphasis on, hey, these families really need this one. Why are we limited the social help? Why are we not reaching out to the people who are most dire? In a preventative way to stop the madness that happens, that will naturally happen if we neglect our people. Why we not paying attention? Why we prefer to pay the price instead of pay attention? Is it because it don't affect those in the upper echelons of the society? Is it because they are safe? Is it because, as Helen Francis sing, they don't feel like we? Why is it that we're not finding people who are representing us, who could explain these stories and use these stories as the basis to create solutions, real solutions, Jail, more police, more army, SOE, whatever, locking up. That's not the solution, That's a plaster on a gaping sore. And as the sore becomes bigger, you have to put a bigger plaster on it. Extreme, you have to go to the extreme. It is an embarrassment for Trinidad and Tobago that we have to go so far to a state of emergency to deal with our crime situation. So mothers and fathers who gonna call in, listen to what I'm saying clearly. Listen carefully to what I'm saying. Understand what we want for Trinidad and Tobago. You're saying you want better. You're saying you love the youth. But you're not willing to make those changes. You're not willing to speak up to what is true. You're not willing to admit to the wrongs. If I am a parent and I want better for my children and I am abusive, I have to admit that I am abusive. Admission is the first step towards improvement or change. I'd admit it. I can't be so hard that, no, you deserve that, why are getting on so, and they deserve this and this. And then I perpetuate a cycle, and guess what? It is passed on to my children. And I might be so bad lucky that my negative, dirty ways lead to death, but it leads to a certain level of destruction. But then maybe those who pattern after me ain't so lucky. So when they hit whoever, it turns into the loss of a life. Follow me? I know I go in, I have to take my time sometimes, is a lot. But let me go back to where it began. There are people in Trinidad and Tobago who still have love in their hearts, right? I've seen some of them online, listening, following, sharing what we're saying, who could have looked at that young man's face and see the pain? And see the pain. And have somewhat of an understanding why it ended up that way. Who understand the concept that I've been trying to explain to people, that some people are criminals, they have acted in criminal ways, right? Everybody has the opportunity to change. Some people are criminals and at the same time they are victims. And our job as a society is to bring out the best in the human being. It's to create the opportunities to pay attention to the hearts and the minds of our children, to feed them with love and goodness, to protect them from the negative stimulations and directions that all are wrong. To do the hard job and change our society in a positive way. To do the hard job and stand up to those who are stronger than us, who are powerful in whatever ways we think they are powerful, and say, no, that what you're doing there, wrong. And me afraid because you go threaten me with my job or whatever, what all you're doing is wrong and the right thing is this. In the absence of that strength and that care and that love and that fearlessness, all you just ease up. When the wickedness of the society take its course, all you just ease up the victims now, the victim criminals on every side. All you just ease up now, just ease up. It's not no them against us. Don't let them chain the people up. It's not the people against the people. Right, so we're gonna go to the break, and then of course I'll give the callers the opportunity to be part of the program as well. Think about it. Think about it and think with your heart as well. Think with some love, because to deal with the hate and the wickedness in this society, we need some serious love. Alright, so we'll be back.
Business owners, are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232 or 378-1470.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Are you ready for a musical journey? I love chocolate. Choka Retro on Saturday 15th February, Center of Excellence Car Park. Come here, the biggest artists from then to now, featuring Viking Ding Dong, Young Brother, Trooper T, Lady Lava, RG Band, Brave the Band, Eddie Charles with Traffic, Savita Singh, Shiv Shakti Dance Company, Joshua Regrello, IWER George, Big Rich, Vicky Jai, Sunil Ramsundar, Devanan Gatu, Rauti Ramru, Asta Salim, Super Blue, and many more. Tickets only $200. VIP all-inclusive $500. Get them at all Extra Foods outlets, Ramsing's, Factory, Heartland Plaza. Online at islandetickets.com. Bring your coolers. For more info, call 498-1698. The biggest chutney and soca stars in the world will combine on Saturday, 15th February. I love Choka!
TNT, it's that time again for the most anticipated event in Carnival, Ladies Night Out. Super Concert 2025, Saturday 15 February at the magnificent Napa in Port of Spain. Showtime 7 p.m. with the biggest global soca stars, Lyrical, Soca Princess Nyla Blackman, IWER George, Ola Tunji, GBN Neutron. The young man of the moment.
What are you doing?
Young Brother. Full Blown.
Lucky for you, my friend. I ain't a good.
The iconic living legend, Lord Nelson. Lady Lava, Pan superstar Joshua Regrello, Tizay O'Connor, with many more superstars, hosted by the hilarious Simi the Trini. Get your tickets now at advertised outlets only. For more information, call 774-5555. Ladies, it's your night out with free drinks. Saturday, 15th February.
Tuco presents the Kaiso Dynasty, a new global experience of calypso music. Radisson Hotel, Wrightson Road, with a dynamic collection of stars featuring Aaron Duncan, Akeisha Fanis, Young Brother, Brother Mudada, Black Sage, Brother Valentino, Brother Musa, Chuck Gordon, Calypso Cook, Dwayne O'Connor, Derek Seals, Lala, Lady Aisha, MCs Errol Fabian, Alan the Entertainer, and Pell. Backed by Kern Somerville and the Sensational Band. Chorus by the Kaiso Dynasty Divas. Opening night, Thursday, 13 February. Showtime 8 p.m. Tickets $200. 2-for-1 special $300 and $350 special reserve. Tickets available on islandetickets.com, Tuco's head office in Woodbrook, and at the Radisson box office. Purchase your tickets at Crosby St. James, Simon's Musical Supplies, WAC Radio, Tuco's head office, all Tuco zonal zones, and selected Better Deal supermarkets. The Kaiso Dynasty, formerly Kaiso House, presented by Tuco. The Kaiso Dynasty, the new global experience where calypso and culture come alive.
The MP of Port of Spain, Honorable Keith Scotland Senior Counsel, brings to you Bring Your Music and Come. Bring Your Music and Come. Friday, January 31st at Piccadilly on the Greens from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Young and upcoming artists, this is your turn. Brought to you by the MP of Port of Spain South, the Honorable Keith Scotland SC.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. The easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Tune into The Street 919 FM this and every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. for the program Conscious Talk.
Emancipation cannot be a one-day dress-up in African card event. It has to be a serious process in which resources are provided to our people to ensure they are emancipated. You cannot develop on handouts. That's another form of domination and control. When programs and policies are put in place so that you can develop economically, so that you can become business people, then and only then we can begin to talk about economic development.
Conscious Talk. Conscious Talk. Talk.
Are you searching for the perfect venue for your wedding reception, company retreat, graduation celebration, or just an unforgettable party? Well, look no further. Vibes Event Space is ready to bring your event to life. Located at number 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bonaccord, Tobago. Our space offers the perfect settings for any occasion. Call us today at 394-3612 or 620-3057 to book your date. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Vibes Event Space to see what we're all about. Make your next event one to remember at Vibes the Event Space. The Event Space.
When the carnival pace pick up, Royal Castle is the most tasty and convenient stop.
Welcome to Royal Castle's drive-thru.
Whether we head into the beach with chicken buckets and sides, having a house line with all the combos and sandwiches, or we stop by the castle to eat before the fete. Royal Castle local flavor is always part of the carnival.
Carnival Friday, February 28th.
Trinidad, let's do it.
Welcome to History in the Making. Together we celebrate, united as one, the music of one Caribbean.
We got the entire Caribbean.
One Caribbean Music Festival. One Caribbean Music Festival. Friday, February 28th, featuring one teacher.
This is a Caribbean effort.
And over 15 artists from around the Caribbean. All coming to shake the world.
Get your tickets at islandetickets.com or call 868-794-OCMF for more info. That's 868-794-6263.
Friday, February 28th. One Caribbean Music Festival.
Hey!
bumper small. Wind up on it, wind up, wind up on it, wind up, wind up, wind up on it, wind up, wind up on it.
Respect and blessings to everyone. We back on. Gotta pay the bills. Everybody understands that part of it. And we continue the topic that is spurred by you know, the unfortunate continual problem that we have of crime in Trinidad and Tobago, that even a state of emergency cannot solve. You know, even with this most extreme effort, still we find, you know, that there's a continual problem with serious violence and crime in our country, right? So we need to find better ways, and you know, we invite people to give their opinions about it. We have already pinpointed some of the solutions, right? We're saying that let's pay more attention to our youth, right? Let us fix their problems with their minds, their problems with nutrition, their problems with deprivation within our communities as well. There's a problem with the provision of hope for young people, and therefore they are making disastrous, destructive choices. And we're saying that we have to go to the base of what is taking place to bring forward a true solution. And the true solutions might be a little bit challenging if we put it as that, but they will be lasting and they will be real solutions. They won't be just plasters on sores that will not hold. It will not hold. But we do need the level of care. We do need that level of care and love in the society to bring forward these types of changes that are necessary. Right? So we take any calls. All those who want to call in, you know, are listening on the chat as well. Someone is saying everything is cause and effect. Everything has a cause, and therefore we have to look towards the causes of these issues to find a proper solution. All right. I can't even, I should have write down the numbers for people. Feel free to call in. We embark upon this effort because we love one another. We have to love one another, Trinidad and Tobago. Is that a good way to start the morning? Morning, brother.
Blessing and praising for well. Give thanks to life, health, and strength to see another day to keep the battle going on. But I love to understand. I watching a thing on TikTok there just now there with William Monroe, a young lady asking some questions, and the new Prime Minister in the making pulling the man away. You see that?
Yeah.
What's that for the youth? What's that for the youth and for the area? 9-10 years they ain't seen them. They walk around in thousands. And I see the pastor there, I know, like you went and see I pray to her.
I know which pastor went there, but they need prayers, so I don't mind. He should go all the time and pray. Not pray for them, pray with them. They need to pray.
I mean, pastor on this radio station, man.
I know.
You went to preach, you go to the piano, I look to all this.
Nah, it's the word of God, you have to preach, man. What kind of thing is that? Yeah. It's the word of God we have to preach. Right? Not no word of nobody else. I mean, if somebody else's word is consistent with what God says, well, all right, no problem. You know, if it explains in detail what God says, you preach that word too. But for sure, we have to preach the word of God first, right? And let us not put man as our gods. Right, morning.
A pleasant morning to you.
Pleasant morning to you as well.
Greetings in the name of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. My mother had 15 children. 15.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather had 19. In 1921, 18 daughters and 3 sons. And me and here, none of them go in jail.
Blessings, man. Blessings. That's blessing. That's excellent.
My mother had 15. 8 men and 7 women. That one used to play pan, and we used to kind of shun she because that was in the early.
Yeah, pan wasn't.
Pan for over.
Yeah, pan wasn't positive in the days. They used to paint it as a negative thing back in the days.
Good, but she played pan for over 60 years.
Right.
And she, I never actually no damn thing or no criminal thing.
Nice.
Our brother was an A-class tailor. A-class, he went John D. He used to walk up and down Laventry Road every day to go John D. for 3 years. I can remember that. And I take pattern of he. And I went and walked up and down Laventry Road also. And it is my constitutional right to be employed. That's it.
Your constitutional right to do what?
To be employed.
I don't know that is a right per se, but
yes,
yeah,
yes, and my constitutional rights have been trampled because even in the government service, imagine the Senate called me and offered me a job, and then my nieces and them who was going to school at the time, they almost ready to retire now because they went and do the work which I was called to do. So then but there are people say, I don't know, them is that criminal too. You had the union, you had the management staff, and the establishment, and then now, I'm talking to you here now, and I can tell you, if you only make a mistake and raise a finger to see what is going on in this situation, you will drop it. Because I was going on for the longest while. I went to everybody. I went to the ombudsman, lawyer, legal aid, everybody. But nobody, yeah. The last thing they're telling me is that everything is, all the complaint is statute bad.
Yeah.
Carries any.
I took your numbers. I took down your numbers well yesterday when I left the station. I called back to try to get it. But I took it down this morning and I will call you as well, right? Blessings, brother. We'll try our best. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Peace be upon you.
Yeah, man. Blessings and peace.
And I understand it must have love. That's what everything will start. Unity will start with love. But I want to say something on 91.9 this morning. Because 91.9, and I will tie it into that love. 91.9, 20 past 7 and mornings, I custom having 600-700 viewers and supporters. I want to ask those people them this morning, what have all you not locked on this morning? Fuad Abubakar, your black brother is 70-something on YouTube right now. What Fuad Abubakar do earlier, or what 91.9 did earlier, for the numbers to be so low since Abubakar running an intelligent and a good program here? If all you really have love for your black brother and the CEO and managing director of 91.9, all you will hold grudge and be vexed this morning. Fuad Abubakar, it's 10 years they deny me for making a contribution on 91.9 and mornings. For 10 years they victimize me and deny me. But the more all you deny your older brother the opportunity to have a successful program, all you will hurt him. Because you see those 70-something viewers, he's sure that the supporters of his program and intelligent people that want a positive program and mornings and bet your bottom dollar, look at stay out. But that program, that numbers, you will see that numbers start to go up, and it will surprise all you. Because all you're supposed to be ashamed this morning as supporters of 91.9 to be part of this program. Be part of this program is to educate and inform the future of this country. And all you denying a young person that opportunity. What Fuad Abubakar did earlier, to do earlier, for all to try to condemn the program and keep away from the program. What about all is not supporters of 91.9? All is not a supporter of all black brother? All is just a supporters of the PNM? That's sad and that's ugly. This is the time which as elders with what all is supposed to call this program and give the future of this country, the children who go into school, a good advice at this program and what they're supposed to do to better their life as mothers and fathers and grandmothers and grandfathers. But all they're not doing that. All they sit down quiet, watching them in hate, and being wicked in all your heart.
Don't worry yourself.
Time
don't
to
worry.
stop that.
They'll come around,
Time
alright?
to stop that.
They'll come around, don't worry.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Right, so you all know the numbers. 342-0081 466-5391. Alright, we in crossing with each other is love, right? Like we try our best. Go ahead, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Fuad. Respect.
Morning. Respect and love.
I want to just reply to Mr. Kunji, let him know why the numbers are so low.
Right,
It's people like him, people like you, Kunji,
who come in every time somebody in your favor talking your language, you come in here to lie. How many years they say you're on radio? 26 years now. I on radio 24, going on 25 years now. You're making confusion and mischief. Not because people's numbers are not there, don't mean they're not listening. I look on every single morning to Fuad. But he's not talking, he's not a balanced person. Fuad, I have to hit you some blows too.
No,
because
just
you're not balanced.
Make a
you
point.
come out every morning. Let me talk. You will talk after. We can't talk together. We could sing together. Fuad, Mr. Fuad Bakar, let me tell you something. You have a word you have used. You call yourself a teacher. You're supposed to be an educator. I'm not saying hell when you do it. Challenge. It's challenge. And your kids. We women are abused when we call our children kids. Only animals does make kids. Women make children. You hear what I'm telling you? You're supposed to set a better example. You see who you have entertained? Anybody who is negative to PNM. You know, I'm a veteran in this thing here. And let me tell you, your voice to start with is trouble me. I don't like the tone of your voice, like people don't like mine. But I know business. Your message I doesn't study and listen to the message. But the message is one-sided and biased. You understand what I said? It is very biased. And you content our children to go astray. 91.9 children all over the place because of your program and the our church have a right to take control of 91.9. Look how much of us going astray. You think because I is brother, I going astray, everybody else going in, people who really can't take it. But they won't tell you like I am telling you, Mr. Baka. Mr. Baka is not an educator, is a destructive element to 91.9 and a goal.
Right.
What a company.
No, nobody can come in for you, but can you get to what, in the substance of what I'm saying?
But I don't substance. I said it earlier, you're not listening to me. I say you're supposed to be an educator. You're supposed to be an educator. As far as I know, you grew up in a very bright school. Right. Your expression, your words, a challenge. And you feel that way there's no things challenge. What the hell is it mean by challenge? I searched the dictionary. I searched Google and see challenge. C-A challenge. C-H-A-W-L-E-N-G. E-N, not challenge. And I tell you that before now, and you keep challenge. And the kids. That is bother with what I want to tell you.
Yeah, no, but apart from them superficial, just the words where you find.
I don't care what you say. You're not a man that nobody wants to follow. I am saying it and I'm gone. I don't have to call that kind of station until I don't put things in our own right.
Have a good morning, Mom. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, Chief. I know you're a man of reason. How you doing?
Yeah. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you as well.
Yeah, well, I don't want to go down the road as Brother Kunji and all of them because I think you know why.
We rather fight each other, you know. But if we talking facts, we talking facts.
I'm not talking about somebody say.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I will give my 2 cents. Because my thing is that, my thoughts is that if you believe, I still stop doing your plenty coats and thing. I don't know if you're feeling warm these days.
Nah, what happened is, that's a good one. What happened is because I'm using my phone to do the live as well, I usually look at the phone for the quote now. So I'll write it down and come with it. Yeah, thanks. But you could give me a quote, Chief. I know you're a man of wisdom.
Well, that is why I was saying that my thing is that if you believe, you can achieve, right?
Yeah.
I'm speaking to the younger ones and other people.
Yeah, man.
Because some of us, you know, we are not happy because we focus on the things we don't have rather than appreciate the things that we have.
Right.
And I'm just making my quotation, and then people can debate on it after. Because I used to say, those who don't know the value of hard work will always be poor and without money. Now, that's me saying this, eh?
Yeah, feel free.
So the little setback that we are in now. Yeah, I mean, use that to create our own new opportunities in our life, our own opportunities and new opportunities. Forget about the setback and, as they say, blame this one and blame that one and blame that one. Look in the mirror. Let us look back at our life. See what we contributing to here. See what kind of legacy we're going to leave after we pass for us and our children. And stop this PNM and UNC. Yes, I might be supporting my political party, which is the PNM. And as some people say, born and will die a PNM, I will say that, but I wouldn't die for the PNM.
Yeah. Because
I support a party, not a leader.
Yeah.
Just as I do support God and not a religion and a pastor.
Yeah.
But I believe in my party, and whoever leads in my party, I support in them.
Yeah. Chief, that would be, you're a man of reason as well, and I could reason with you, right? If we believe in something, if we follow something as a entity, it is because of its principles and its values and its morals, whatever is entrenched in it, what it stands up for, right? You following me?
Yes, I'm following you.
It's not because of the name or some imaginary thing that we believe about it. It's not because of the color or tradition. We had to, if it is a political vehicle, it has to be that vehicle is carrying us to a place that is better, to improvement towards the betterment of our collective lives. But if that vehicle, right, is hijacked and some drunk, just example, some drunk or somebody who don't care about the passengers in it, you know, just taking it in the wrong direction, you know, using it for their own personal use and not dropping us who's passengers in this vehicle who have a share in this vehicle. If that is what is transpiring, then I mean you have to get out that car. It's not the same. What is PNM without people? Oh, what is it without the people, right? The foundation, even in the name, the understanding of it. People's National Movement. What is that without us, people?
Well, not everybody go sing the same way, right? But as I tell you, just as religion, right? I believe in the Bible, I believe in the God, and I believe in the principles of the PNM party, not the leader.
But this is what I say, Chief, if the principles are no longer what we have been told to ascribe to, if it is glaringly evident that it has gone in a direction that is not serving us, and I'm using this as an example, then we must be intelligent enough to stand up against that. That's the problem, you know. The problem is that they know enough of us. In their estimation, it might not be enough, but enough of us, don't matter what they do, don't matter how much they sell it out, don't matter if they force somebody on we who is not of us, don't matter if they don't take care of we, they just scorn, stoops, don't matter what, enough of us in their estimation go still run behind them. And that is not the way that politics is supposed to work. All over the world, you would see that, except, you know, it have these wicked societies with this two system where they don't really have a choice, right? But it have more developed societies in the world where if you mess up, people not taking that. People are going to say, change your ways. Licks for you, and bet your bottom dollar you know what has happened, Chief. They just change their ways. Prime Minister does resign, whoever does resign. Sometimes they go to jail for the wrongs that they do. and people vote for something different, and then that next thing has the responsibility to do better. And if them don't do what they're supposed to do, they're gone again. And if that is more sensible to me, Chief, than we stick to something and it is not serving us. If you take out the P, nothing left. That is all we're saying. So let we love each other and let we love ourselves too, Chief.
Yeah, but you know, we have separate views, right, as you know. But you see, what I want to hear much from a lot of callers who saying this, like a caller before, I ain't hearing no solutions, and I ain't hearing anything like that. Because what I always look at, as I tell you before, if you look at the Republicans and the Democrats, they fight up one another to be in power, to win the election. But at the end of the day, they both are for the country, and we don't see that here.
They both for the country. Chief, they both for the country?
No, whatever party win,
yeah.
What they do is they put country first. But we know not doing that here. Right. We saying if we can't get it, we take him in marble and go and let we destroy everything that is there. And we're not thinking about our future. We want things you are accustomed preaching better for your children and the future.
Yeah.
But what this road that people going down, give us some solution, give us some kind of guidance, and don't just think that we get rid of this wicked and fire go burn them. And well, I know about fire go burn them because
that a new one. You bring that one in. You thinking about a song?
I want to hear call out KFC. I think is the man that do that. So one of them. But fire go burn all of them and all them kind of thing. Well, I used to work there and I know how to extinguish that fire. So let me bring it on. Have a blessed day.
All right, blessings, Chief. Yeah. Yeah, man. Let me take some calls. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Fuad Abubakar.
Yeah.
That's it.
Good morning, yeah.
Good morning. I don't know who else is on the panel with you, but I couldn't help but to call. First time.
I'm alone with you. Two of us. And,
I am sorry.
And the rest of Trinidad and Tobago. So go ahead.
I trust that the Eternal Father is within us, with us. Okay, it's not alone, eh?
Yeah.
All right, good. Now, Mr. Abubakar, most people believe you have an agenda. I just listen. I'm asking you to tell me.
You speaking for most people? You did
No. I'm just saying that people believe you have an agenda. I want you to tell me that you don't. You don't, yes?
Yeah,
you don't have an agenda.
First of all, that's a big statement. When you come...
No, I said people are accusing you. Sorry. It is alleged you have an agenda. Is that better?
That's fine.
It's alleged you have an agenda. I want you to tell me you don't have an agenda.
I expressly stated when I started this program that I have an agenda, and that agenda is for the betterment of Trinidad and Tobago.
That is all of our agendas. I'm talking about in terms of agenda against the PNM.
No, that's not true.
Right, good. No, sir, I will tell you something.
That.
Good. Now, I have gone up against people like Mr. Watson, who is quite eloquent as a spokesman. And I was able to reach him halfway. So I hope to reach you this morning. Now, at the end of the day, if you were to say that the PNM has done nothing, I'll be very disappointed with you and disappointed in your tutors and teachers. Because nothing is a powerful statement. Do you agree?
Caller, I did not say that, and I've never said that, but we have some general topics
you did not say that, but technically sometimes when you make certain remarks, it's to give the impression that PNM has done nothing.
No,
and that is incorrect, because you
listening to the program for the entire morning, sir?
No, I was not fortunate, but what I'm saying, sir, is at the end of the day, wait, I'm not accusing you, I'm not condemning you, but I'm just saying to you, sir, that at the end of the day, right, you are a beneficiary of the PNM because education was achieved through the foundations that were laid by the said PNM, correct?
Yeah, correct. So I don't want you to go off into an unnecessary tangent.
No, that's the next thing. You can't say it's unnecessary. There's a reason why I am coming at this angle.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I listen to you on and off. As a driver, I'm a taxi driver, I listen to you.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you express yourself, there's a certain bitterness in your voice that I think is not fair.
Yeah.
You sound a little bitter.
Again,
I don't like that.
Again, let me give you a little help. Trinidad and Tobago is sweet, and it would be much sweeter if we had managed this beautiful society better. And therefore, the ills that we see in our society, they affect me. Every time I look in my community,
listen to you. About in December, I listened to your morning expressing that when you were told that there are people who will carry their children to beg on the streets, you said that you did not believe that. I heard you. You said you did not believe that.
That's not what I said. I said I did not believe that they were not people who were in need. Because to do that,
yes,
to do that, to reduce yourself to the level that you take your child out there onto the street with you, to ask of strangers and other human beings for $1 or $2, you know, the type of reaction that you get from other citizens as well, is a real so something wrong, and I do not believe. I said I did not believe.
I heard you said that there must be a reason.
Yeah,
you were seeking to know what could be the reason. There must be a logical explanation as to why somebody will do that. That is what you said. Correct?
Yeah.
Right, but so let's be real. Deception is presented in the most palatable way. Deception, again, is presented in the best palatable way to invoke sympathy and assure success. Did I put it correct?
Yeah, but those people is not because they have a lot of money sit down and they putting themselves through that humiliation because they want to make more money and they have more than they need, and they are just greedy people. That's what we're saying.
You are too educated for me to believe that you think that there are people that have no limit. You ever hear the term how much is enough?
Yeah, but
you ever hear the term how much is enough?
But as a money making enterprise coming out on the street with your children, and you have sufficient in your home and you also have extra so that you can maybe do some other type of investment and work, I don't think that is what transpires in Trinidad and Tobago with those people.
I love your response.
Yeah.
You said you don't think, but that means you don't know. You said you don't think. That tells me, summarizes that you don't know, but you said you don't think, correct?
Yeah.
So when they were giving out food cards, there were people who are well off seeking food cards. Does that make them dishonest?
Yeah, that's dishonest of them.
Right, and grants that were given and hampers, there were people who disguised themselves to obtain multiple receivers, right, of these said items. Wrong or right?
Yeah.
So what that makes them? Not dishonest and deceptive?
Yes, but
well, when you speak, sir, you see, you have a powerful surname, you know. Can I listen to your father? Yes. You have a powerful surname. And your name, right, supposed to more or less command a certain amount of authority. And I'm saying, sir, at the end of the day, I heard you talk about Petrotrin. Petrotrin in its presence or structure at the time, you and I both know it could not have made a profit at its present structure at that time. You and I both know that. But you will talk as if that closing down was a bad investment. But the world knows it could not function at the present structure it was in.
No,
you and I both know that.
I honestly, I don't know that. I know what was advanced.
Oh, you don't know that?
No,
so, okay.
I know
if
what was...
I'm glad. I love your response again.
I know what was advanced as arguments from a multiplicity of directions.
Your choice of words, you're very eloquent.
Yeah.
And I am not so brilliant as you are. Because what you don't know is that you are speaking to a Tibigonian. A little
some of the most intelligent.
You understand?
Intelligent
we had a little boy from Castara. We had a little boy from Castara who grew up to be A.N.R. Robinson.
Yeah.
So the same little island. who more or less held positions, elevated from, I think, permanent secretary, right, to prime minister to president, right? So Tobagonians are able to reach the limit in Trinidad and Tobago.
For sure,
But I'm saying to you, there are no limitations on ability.
Yeah.
But I am telling you, I know for a fact that common sense tells me if Petrotrin could have made a profit, then the same union popular leader would have gladly taken it and run it himself. Why do you think he didn't take it? That same leader that we do have to mention. The leader that we do have to mention. Why do you think he didn't take it? You know his name very well. He starts the alphabet. His first name starts the alphabet.
Right. Just summarize your point. We come into the break. We have
sorry. But
so,
all I'm saying, sir, my point is, I listen to you. I understand the pain you might be feeling because I can tell that you are a caring person. I can tell that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you are to portray or present facts to suggest that the government of this country hates the people, I can't support that. That's not true.
All right. That's strong language.
It's strong language, but you just make some very powerful language. And the listenership of this radio station is affected by your strong language, sir.
Yeah, man. You think that those in authority at times, not speaking specifically about the PNM, you think that they could reach a level where they do not love the people of the country? You think that happens in societies?
No, I don't think it has to do with love. I think it's a selfish aspiration being disguised in allocations and contracts and kickbacks to steal from the country.
Yeah, man. You are not a simple person from Tobago.
I am a simple person, brother.
Well,
I can tell you who I am. I am a simple nobody.
Well, you're simply intelligent because I'm telling you, there are people, when they ascend into these offices, their intentions before were selfish, and I always speak.
Facts. That's a fact.
The opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is selfishness. That's why I try to.
Oh, I love that. I love how you put that.
I try to expose. So therefore, if we have selfish people in positions of leadership, listen, the PNM could have been better and has been at different points. But if it reaches a point where there is no P, like I just tell my good friend.
In the people, you said there's no PNM without people.
Then something wrong, sorry.
Something wrong. But you know of any perfect party that ever rounds the corridors of power in Trinidad and Tobago?
Let the colors them illuminate. We come to celebrate. It's only vibes we initiate. Resi vibes them higher, flood the streets like water. We never imitate. We set the trend to mash up the place. We bad on the road, there's no debate. Resi vibes them higher than the sky. Time to raise the vibration in your soul. We don't deal with silver, so high is gold. So hold on to our bumper and let me roll. Now it's time to put up a blast, have a blast. Hey, everybody start to jump in the mass. All my masqueraders start to jump in the mass. We can take how we jump in the mass. Pump your flag and let me jump in the mass. Everybody fling it up there, up there, up there, up there, up there, up there, up there. Just fling it up there, up there, up there, up there, up there, up there, up there. Let the colors them illuminate. We come to celebrate. It's only love, we don't want no hate. Resi vibes them higher, flood the streets like water. Together we just congregate. Cause soca is real life, there's no debate. We bad on the road, there's no debate. Resi vibes them higher than the sky. Time to raise the vibration in your soul. We don't deal with silver, soca is gold. So hold on to our bumper and let me roll. Now it's time to put up a blast, have a blast. Hey, everybody start to jump in the mass. All the masqueraders start to jump in the mass. We can take how we jump in the mass. Pump your flag and let me jump in the mass. Everybody fling it up there, up there, up there, up there, up there, up there, up there. Just fling it up there, up there, up there, up there, up there, up there. How are you a wine and show me your colors. Show me your colors. Show me your colors. Start a wine and show me your colors. Show me your colors. Show me your colors. Take a wave and show me your colors. Show me your colors. Show me your colors. Start a dance and show me your colors. Show me your colors. Show me your colors. Hey, ready? Let the colors them illuminate.
Yo, soca is life.
We come to
I like
it. It's only vibes
soca
we
is life.
initiate. Raise the vibes them higher. The dishes like water.
That road march was brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
Yeah, so apologies there for cutting you off. I absolutely do not want to do that, but the Royal Castle ad came on and, you know, we have to allow the ads to play. So apologies for that. And I think the caller was going into just asking the question if any party is perfect. And of course not. Nobody is perfect, and therefore no organization would be perfect either. But when we make our effort to highlight what is going on in the society that is less than what is acceptable, we put pressure on the stakeholders, especially those who take on that responsibility to do specific things of governance, distribution of wealth, allocation of resources, who command some of the resources in terms of our personnel within our country as well, who chart the course of our service providers within our public spaces as well, ministries and other things. We put pressure on them to act in a way that is to the betterment of all of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you all something. The people who make that difference in Trinidad and Tobago are those who are willing to change, who are willing to look at the scope of what is going on, and if it is not satisfactory, stand up and change. Right? Those are the people that make the difference. Sorry, I'm not taking a couple calls there. Sorry about that. I just wanted to articulate that into the space. Those who are willing, no matter what, to just go down the road, they are often not even considered. They are often not even considered. They get the least in the society. If we know a nest with birds, when the mother bird comes to feed, the birds that have their mouth open and saying, feed me, tweet, whatever they say in their language, or they probably need to translate, right? When that mother bird hears that, it responds by putting a worm or whatever into the mouth of that young one. If you sit down as a bird with your mouth closed, everything always good, what happens is that you get absolutely nothing, you starve, and you die. So we are not dodo birds. Young people, let us not be dodo birds. People who have been afforded this opportunity to be educated and we could read and write, etc., utilize that step to educate yourself on what politics really is. I want to educate the young people, the people from more disadvantaged communities who are accustomed seeing certain traditions. Elevate yourself further. Not just to aspire to be like those who are not serving in the right way, but to be of those who bring real service and a difference to Trinidad and Tobago. To be of those who intelligent enough that we can change. Because it is that ability to change that will signal to those who hold the responsibility even now that they need to be on point. They need to be on point. They need to be sensitive to our needs. They need to work assiduously. They need to work hard to deliver. Not to deliver gimmicks, not to deliver PR, but to improve the lives of citizens in a real way. The more of us that can wake up will mean the more positive that we will see in our society. We are the ones who drive this society to be better. People who want better. Those who just comfortable with nothing. Those who comfortable with whatever is forced upon you. Those who are too afraid because of the kickback from the society, because of the statements that people might make, because you mightn't be as popular, supposedly. There will come a day when intelligence will be popular again in Trinidad and Tobago, where beyond just what they identify as intelligence, but real depth will be popular mainstream if we work towards spreading that knowledge and that wisdom. So I have full respect, but I disagree respectfully with some of the positions that some of our elders have. And I say that it is because of a lack of understanding of the political landscape as well, that we may be stuck in positions that do not serve us. Right? So as we come to a close, I want to say love to everybody, right? Even those who I disagree with. We'll be back next week, Monday to Thursday. Blessings.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of The Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on The Street 919 FM.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with The Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.
Are you ready for a musical journey? I love Choca! Retro on Saturday, 15th February, Center of Excellence Car Park. Come here, the biggest artists from then to now, featuring Viking Ding Dong, Young Brother, Ava, RG Band, Rave the Band, Eddie Charles with Traffic, Savita Singh, Shiv Shakti Dance Company, Joshua Rebrello, Iowa George, Big Rich, Vicky Jai, Sunil Ramsundar, Divanan Gatu, Rauti Ramru, Asta Salim, Super Blue, and many more. Tickets only $200. VIP all-inclusive $500. Get them at all Extra Foods outlets, Ramsing's, Factory, Heartland Plaza, online at islandetickets.com. Bring your coolers. For more info, call 498-1698. The biggest chutney and soca stars in the world will combine on Saturday, 15th February. I love Choca.
Antigua, Barbados, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, St. Kitts and the Nevis, Caracou, Aruba, Haiti, British Virgin Islands, Dominica, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago. One Caribbean festival. One Caribbean festival. Friday the 28th of February is One Caribbean festival. Yes, One Caribbean festival. One Caribbean festival. On Friday the 28th of February is One Caribbean festival.
KMC, girl, them love every letter. Nobody does it better.
Oh, the whole Caribbean unite as one under one big festival. Fabulous Friday. Oh, sure.
On Tuesday, February 11th, the Calypso Princess, Corinne Ashe, invites you to a Bridgerton affair, the return of the Phoenix. Following the rebirth, she's back to honor culture and heritage with elegance, style, and passion. It's a celebration of reinvention and restoration because Calypso must live on. Live on. Join us for an unforgettable night of entertainment, blending new school and old school vibes, Calypso and Soca at Napa Lord Kitchener's Auditorium at 7 p.m. Featuring guest performances by The Baron, Mikel Tasia, Gypsy, Ding Dong, Laxey, Young Breda, Johnny King, Devon Seal, Dwayne and Tizay O'Connor, and Waddix. Get tickets now before they're all sold out at $200 general and $300 VIP at islandetickets.com. Crosby St. James, Misha Zarima, and all Tuco offices. Don't miss the return of the Phoenix. Corinne Ashe, a Bridget